Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary court case episode. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I mean, this case is a case that keeps on giving. Just when you think things can't get any more bizarre, it gets worse. Amber Heard. Okay. I know there are camps out there. Camp Johnny and Camp Amber. I'm on Camp Truth. Okay, to me, Amber Heard, in the very beginning of her testimony, when she was talking about her relationship with Johnny and how they progressed, I believe that. But once it got to the abuse, no. And I gotta say, her lawyer did her some injustice, because she just, tomorrow's cross, I can't wait for the cross, because I want to see. I want to see how much of what she's saying is actually false. I have a suspicion that she's not telling the truth just by the things that she did. For an example, her what is it called? The digital. Okay, forget about that. When she testified that her and Johnny went on vacation, and they were outside at the campfire. Amber took some mushrooms, gave it to a girl. The girl was feeling the effects, put her head on Amber's shoulder, and riding the mushroom wave. Johnny gets jealous because Amber goes both ways. Call her, what is it called? Camp counselor lesbian. That's funny, but not trying to make fun of anybody's sexual persuasion, but okay, forget about that. He gets in the girl's face. That's my girl. Okay, we're past that. They go into the house. Now she says that he was looking for his cocaine, and that he gave her a cavity search. This is where she messed up. Before she spoke about that, she said that Johnny always wears his rings. Always wears them. Now, if you look at his picture that she took of him when he was passed out, he had his rings on. When people get into a habit, they don't change it. So when he gave her the cavity search and he was looking for his drugs, he wasn't going to take off his rings and then do the cavity search. And she said he moving around like this, and she just stood there and let him do it, not pushed him, not screamed no, nothing. Unless if she's kind of some sadistic, and I don't think she is. I just think that she's trying to get out of paying $50 million. And then the other incident, to where she said that they got into an argument. He pushes her, grabs her by her neck and her arms, and then starts punching her, beating her up, punching her in her face. And then her evidence is a picture of her arm, not her face. Now, the average person who's trying to show proof would take pictures of the worst injuries. And her face, she said he punched her so many times in her face that she lost count. But you take a picture of your arm. That makes no sense at all. And keep in mind that they are more likely or not, or the preponderance of evidence. And she lacked a preponderance of evidence because she's saying her face was all jacked up. Keep in mind, Johnny has those rings on, and if you ever got into a serious fist fight and person was wearing rings, you still have scars today. No. But there's a lot wrong with her testimony. But I'm going to make a video talking about that forensic psychologist that was simply, her only job was to do an evaluation, not to give her a diagnosis. That wasn't her job, was simply to evaluate. That woman was so biased. Oh man, the bias was oozing out in her. Johnny Depp's lawyers basically said that she was a professional witness, and she took issue with that. But it is what it is, but that's neither here nor there. But if you think I'm wrong because you're Team Amber or Team Johnny, put something down there in the comment section. We could talk this out. To me, I'm Team Truth, and there's so much wrong with what she said. That's just my 2 cents. But however, please, if you like my content, like, subscribe, and even if you're mad at me and you don't like it, give me a thumbs down, yell at me or whatever. Well, not yell at me, but let's have a nice civil discussion. Most of all, thank you for stopping by.